So let me make sure I make that perfectly clear. I believe that aphids are a result of... What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's another beautiful day. It feels really good outside right now. Thought it was gonna be colder than this, but it feels really nice. But I'm Corey. And we are HisandHerbs. And we are just some small-time gardeners that's trying to...
big-time gardeners.
We're big-time gardeners. Speaking it into existence. Trying to do it big in the high desert of Southern California. How's that? Is that better?
That's better.
All right. So today, guys, I want to talk to you guys about something, an experiment I've been doing for the last 2 years about one particular common garden pest that generally everybody deals with, and that's aphids. Okay. Let me tell you how this experiment started. The aphids consumed our watermelon plant, right? First year. We didn't know what they were. We just wanted to deal with them, get them out of here because they were destroying the plant. So now, check this out. I watched the video on YouTube. I'm going to try to link it or put it in the description or something so that you guys can watch it for yourselves. But this gentleman was talking about the cause of aphids and why aphids come to your garden. So aphids come to your plants because of overuse of nitrogen. He says too much nitrogen, and he goes on to give an example of how he helped somebody to find out why he had aphids on one particular tree. So I was like, okay, I'll take that for what it's worth, right? Because basically what he was saying was that when you use too much nitrogen, the plant is growing too fast. The plant can grow too fast, and so it sends out a distress call saying, hey, help me, got to get this under control. So the aphids come try to eat back the plant. Okay, cool. So I said, all right, let me run that test myself. So year one, before I discovered his YouTube channel, remember the aphids were eating our watermelon. Keisha had heard from through another channel that nitrogen will promote vigorous growth in the plant. So she went to Amazon, she bought a thing of nitrogen, she threw it all over the garden, threw some in the watermelon. So now the watermelon had a high amount of nitrogen. Fast forward to 2022, when we did the garden for that year, had my dates a little bit backwards. My bad. So anyway, I monitored the usage of nitrogen. What we did was we got the composted manure, or the super poop is what we call it. We added that to the garden. We had we reused the soil from the previous year, so we just amended it with that. And we used I would fertilize with 511 and more bloom. That's it. So that's all I did as far as nitrogen was concerned. Not one single aphid last year. Not one. Not one single aphid in the entire grow season. Okay? And everything grew well. Everything still produced and grew extremely well. So I'm like, okay, maybe he was onto something, but let me try it again to see, because it could have been a fluke. So I did it again last year, 2022. Guess what? Only one plant had an aphid. Now, had an aphid infestation. Now, that plant happened to be a plant that we were letting go anyway. It was something we planted in the fall. We were rotating into the spring, and we were just letting it grow out. I think we were trying to get the seeds out of it. That was the only plant that we had left. That one plant was the only plant in the entire garden that had aphids. Side note. So this is the power of the ladybugs. Ladybugs are beautiful, beautiful. I love them, right? They are the perfect asset to your garden. So if you can have a chance to buy them, throw them in your garden. They will work wonders. This one plant, I think it was a cabbage, it was infested with aphids. I found one ladybug somewhere else. I took that ladybug, because ladybugs eat aphids, and put it on that cabbage. When I say the cabbage was infested, it was infested, right? So I took that one ladybug, put it on that cabbage plant. It devoured every aphid in like 2 days. Came back, it was not a single aphid in sight, but the ladybug was still there, right? They really put in that work in that garden. So if you have an aphid problem, either blast them down off of the plants or get you some ladybugs. Either way works, right? But the ladybugs are way better because that keeps them from coming back, okay? So anyway, so this year we decided to plant beans in some of the beds, right? Because beans are nitrogen fixers. So they kind of dump nitrogen into the soil, kind of balances it out as far as the plant that's pulling it, the beans are putting it back in. I don't know what amount, but that's the theory behind it, right? So let me show you what happened when we started adding beans to our beds. So this is these are 2 grapevines, right? There's one in that pot and that pot. 2 grapevines. We have beans in this one, right? So check this out. When she started adding beans, let me show you what happened. See that? Small amount of aphids there. We got aphids, hopefully you guys can see here. There's aphids here. You can see aphids back there on some of the peas. Hopefully it's focused enough. Move this out the way. But there's aphids all over this plant, right? All over the grapevine, all over the pea plant within itself, or bean, or whatever this is. What is this?
It's a bean.
Bean, right? I keep saying pea, but check this out, y'all. Not a single aphid on this grape. Right next to it. Right next to that, and the plant that has the pea or the beans in it, not a single aphid. That's that. We also had a plant, we also had something right here that had aphids right next to our tomatoes. Right next to this tomato plant. Not a single aphid on this tomato plant. Now there was some on a branch that was lower because it was coming in direct contact with the pumpkin, because the pumpkin plant was, you know, trellising up this and was kind of high. So we did have aphids on that part of the tomato plant that was touching the pumpkin plant. But aside from that, nothing. Thing looks good. It's nice. Look, I'm 6'5". Now, granted, it's probably a foot off the ground, but look at how tall this thing is. It's literally taller than me. Okay. Next up is this bed over here. So Keisha replanted some squash, right? And it's doing good. You can see this is an experiment. We wanted to see if we can get some more squash in before the first frost, or because, you know, our first frost date doesn't always fall directly on the date that it's supposed to. I remember 2021, our first frost didn't come until December. We were supposed to get it in November. So how much could we have grown in that time span? So this is just an experiment. But this bed here, check it out. Aphids all over the place, right? Aphids there. Aphids there. Aphids there. Let me explain to you why I think there's aphids in that bed. So when you saw the video where we harvested everything when we came back from Jacksonville and everything was humongous, right? That was the bed that all that stuff was in. So once we harvested everything, we pulled everything out, we ripped everything out, and I amended the soil, okay? I amended the soil and I used a bag of amend. I used some bags of super poop. I used some compost, and I used some composted cow manure or steer manure, right, that I got from Big Orange. Now, I used about 2 bags of that manure in that bed, along with the amend and the composted manure and the compost, right? So, my theory is, with all that I put in there, that composted manure, I think it was the composted manure from Big Orange. I think that took it over the top, right? I think it increased the nitrogen level so much, that's why we're having aphids in there. But aphids aren't on the basil. They're just on the squash. So I don't know what's up with that. Okay, we have another bed that we have some pumpkin growing in. We had pumpkin growing in. It's still growing, but the plant it's infested with aphids and it's been overrun. Right? It's not even no squash bugs, right? So I guess it's the time of the year for that they say adios. So it's been overrun by aphids. But I did the same thing with that. I am about 90 to 95% sure that this gentleman was right. That aphids are caused by too much nitrogen in the soil. From my own personal experiment. Now, I don't know, you guys may have experienced something differently. And it could be that maybe there's some factors that we're not considering. I don't know. But one thing that I do know is that I didn't start having aphids until we started playing around with nitrogen in almost 2 years. Now, it's not to say that we haven't been using nitrogen. We just have not been using nitrogen in large amounts. So let me make sure I make that perfectly clear. I believe that aphids are a result of overuse of nitrogen, using too much nitrogen. Not using nitrogen, period, or in your garden, but just an overuse of it. All right. So I want to make sure I make that very clear. Not trying to tell anybody not to use nitrogen, because we still use nitrogen. We're still going to use the 511. We're still going to use the different organic fertilizers. Right. Those are our results that from the experiment that we've conducted here in our own personal garden. Let me know. Please let me know, let the other subscribers know that watch the channel, that may watch this video. Please comment, hit the comment box. Let me know if you've experienced something similar or different. Because I would like to know, because I'm trying to gather as much information as I can. So, like I said, let me know, let us know, man. Please let us know if you guys have experienced anything similar or different, or if you're gonna conduct an experiment like this yourselves to see what happens. Aside from that, y'all, I appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate you guys watching. Hope you found some value in this video. Hopefully it helped somebody. Like the first video, Stephen something is the name of is the guy's name. But like I said, I'm gonna link it either if I can't put it in the video, I'm gonna put it in the description box so you guys can watch that video for yourself. But we appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.